Hey friends, Tux here. I wanted to do a quick little Wagovy update. I know you guys every now and then ask about health related videos, and I've done a couple of videos on Wagovy in the past, and I had people asking me saying, hey Tux, in those videos you reported no side effects, but a lot of people are saying side effects, so tell me the truth, are you getting side effects? And the answer is the very first, okay, so let me just roll this back here. So it starts at 0.25. You can see here in the instructions, 0.25, I had no side effects at all. Nothing. Couldn't be simpler. 0.05, no side effects. Piece of cake. 1 mg, 1 milligram, no side effects at all. But I will admit, since starting the 1.7, I am having a little bit of side effect. I don't really get upset stomach easily, that kind of thing. But on 1.7, that's a big jump if you think it went from, from point like 1, okay, to 1.7. It's almost doubling the amount right there. That's a pretty big jump, and I've actually stayed there at 1.7 for right now, okay, because of potential side effects. And it's giving me a little bit of a upset stomach occasionally, but nothing major, nothing that prevents you from going to work or feeling like, oh my God, I can't have to pull over and find a restroom. Nothing like that at all, and maybe that's because I'm not allergic to anything and I don't really get upset stomach very easily. But again, I have noticed a little bit on this, so I'm actually a little worried to make that next jump, which would be to 2.4. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang out here at 1.7 for a while before I go to the 2.4. But this stuff works. It really does. And it's definitely a premium item that if you thought about like, should I talk to my doctor about Wagovy? It's the type of thing, it's expensive. Okay, so first off, if you can't afford it, don't do it. Okay, just don't do it. But I will say that if you can afford it, okay, it works. Okay, it really does. So it's a great product. I'm sure the price will come down as time goes on with all new expensive things. They come out, they're really expensive for early adopters, and then later the price will come down, and it will. And there's been talk about like an oral pill instead of a shot, that kind of thing. I will add that in if you watch my first couple of videos, I talk a lot, especially my first video when I was on that 2.5. I had a lot of hesitation, a lot of fear about sticking a shot in my stomach, okay, and pushing it, and I wasn't sure how I would like that. I think first off, I don't like shots. Second off, it's going in your stomach, like that seems like a really bad combination, and if you are going to have upset stomach or something from this, and a lot of people say that's a side effect of this, like, do you really want to shoot it in your stomach? Heck no, but okay, this stuff works so much, it has made a believer out of me where now I take it like a champ and I do not mind sticking this thing and shooting myself in the stomach with it, okay, really don't. And it's almost like not a big deal. I don't have the fear I had before where, I'm taking it and then I'm actually like taking off the cap and I'm like, oh God, do I want to stick this in? I don't want to feel that needle. But that fear, honestly, at this point of the game is pretty much gone. Like I take off the cap, I swab myself down with alcohol first, or like rubbing alcohol, a little pad, make sure it's nice and clean, pull off the cap, and then just give it a jab, and it is not a big deal. I would say I could definitely do it in front of people and it wouldn't really affect me. Like I don't feel embarrassed. I don't feel like pain on it. I don't feel anything. And this is a very small shot. Like you really will not feel it. So if you do it right, you will not feel it. Occasionally, I think maybe out of all the times I've been doing this for months and months, going through all the stages, I think twice I had like the teeniest little drop of blood where the needle went in. But in most cases, nothing at all. No blood, no nothing at all. And it's a thing where, again, you don't feel it. You don't feel like you're stabbing yourself in the stomach. It's a very thin, very small needle. So don't worry about that. But again, once you get up to 1.7, I am someone who did start having a little bit of side effects. So that may be something to think about. Like, talk to your doctor. Definitely recommend going through a doctor on this because there are reports of, some people having some really bad reactions, and type of thing you want to be under a doctor's care for, and you can keep them up to date as far as what you're doing, how you're doing. And it's definitely something, though, that even with the extra doctor visit, I think it's well worth doing. Okay, so if you're in the market, if you have the money, okay, and you think it'd be good for your overall health, your heart, whatever, this is something which is a good product, it really is. And I think it's well worth the money. And definitely, talk to your insurance companies, see what they do. A lot of insurance companies will cover it, if your insurance only partially covers it, reach out to Wagovy and they have a whole savings program and they'll cover a lot of the rest of it, So it's pretty cool that they do that because the price obviously is going to go down at some point in the future. But for right now, it is a darn expensive product. If you buy this straight up without insurance or anything, it's about $1,300, okay, for a box. box for a month, you know. So that's something which is more than a lot of people would want to pay. It's more than a car payment, you know. But it's still, once you get all the insurance savings and everything else, totally worth it. Okay. All right, guys, that's all I really have for you. So moral of the story, starting to occasionally get upset stomach, and maybe it's what I'm eating too. That's something to think about. Maybe it's like, you know, if I have something a little bit greasy or something, I do eat less for sure on this. And I do try and eat a little bit healthier, but I haven't entirely changed my diet. I eat a lot of the same things I would normally eat, probably just less of it, you know, and that is the big difference, you know, as far as the overall calories and, you know, what you're consuming, you know, is less quantity of whatever. And that less quantity could be fairly substantial, you know, and obviously that's good for your health. So anyway, guys, any questions, reach out to me, tuxtoys@gmail.com. You know I'm here to help. And again, definitely seek a doctor for information about this. Don't buy this in the black market or whatever. The last thing you want to do is stick some random black market pen in your stomach and shoot yourself in the stomach with some random, perhaps not real deal drug, okay? All right, friends, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.